yeah, ladies and gentlemen, it is the International Championship Wrestling Player Draft time. I'm gonna get this link shared out here real quick. Draft time. Woo! Let everybody know we out it. So we got the link copied. I'm gonna drop it. So if you got it, you're in there. Please share it. Whoa. So yes sir, Ed Ritter's in the house. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, you can share the link, Twitter, Facebook, run next door, tell your neighbors, whatever it is you got. Draft time is now. Alright. I'm gonna go put it on the Facebook and the Twitter, and we're gonna get after it. Powerhouse. What is good, my brother? What is wrong with this man? What is he talking about? DOA is in the house. Alright, ladies and gentlemen. Not to anyone's surprise. Yes, Devin Browski. You are in the draft, buddy. You are in the draft. We got you downloaded. So you are ready to go. Speaking of which, I have to make sure Ed sees your character. He's never seen him yet. God damn, that was loud. So Ed, I'll show you Mr. Browski. There he is. I got to make him a 100 overall yet. I just now realized that. So got a lot of chains on them wrists. Everybody's in the draft. In fact, if you're on the roster, you're on the draft. I mean, if you ain't in the draft, that means you got fired. Did you get fired? I don't think so. I don't think so. Now, I do have to go over a couple of the draft rules, if you will, so everybody knows what's going on, how we want to do this. This way, it's as fair as possible. Before we went live on here, what Ed and I did is we did like a little coin toss, so to speak. And what we did was, one of us is going to get the first overall pick, the other one's going to get the next two. So after that was said and done, I got the first pick, Ed's going to take the next two picks, and we are not separating tag teams from the singles roster. Everything is fair game. Now, each show, yep, I saw it, Samurai, so I shared it and tweeted myself. So what we're going to do is I'm going to take, oh, and by the way, before I get started, I wanted to mention this to Ed, and I totally forgot. I want to say rest in peace to Rip Oliver. Rip Oliver passed away about 3 hours ago today. Yeah, he was, yeah. His 3 children were by his bed, and so was his now widow. He's no longer suffering, so that's the good thing. If you guys have been following what's going on with Rip Oliver, or even know who that is, very underrated talent in the world of the wrestling business. But rest in peace, Rip. That being said, all right. Getting back to what I was saying, there's 10 tag teams on the roster. Ed and I know each show is going to get 5. So if he picks 4, and I haven't picked any yet, well, tough shit for me. Also, it was stated that Bruiser Who and Dallas Spivey each hold titles right now within the company. One is currently the Southern champion, and the other is currently the Texas State champion. If show 1 or 2 drafts one or the other show gets the other character by default. So if Ed picks Dallas Spivey, Bruiser Who automatically goes to the show I'm picking for, but then it'll still be my pick. So Samoan, wow, I'm not even going to attempt to say the rest of that. But I'll just say Steen, because apparently everybody else is Steen! Steen's in the house, Steen! Okay, I'm going to lose my mind here. But that's how that's going to work. We do only have one technical stable within the company, and that is Crown Royalty. And after very careful consideration and discussion, we figured for the sake of that group and them doing all the work they've had to put that group together, they will be drafted as such. So, I don't care which one it is. Samoan Godzilla. Wow. That's literally what it does say. It's just, yeah, I just now realized that. Holy crap. Now that you told me what it says, I can read it. I feel like a dickhead. Woohoo! Anyway, Steen! But, anyway, back to Crown Royalty. That is KO King, Fact, King Dominator, Royal Powerhouse. If either show wishes to draft any one of those four, they get all four. Plain as day. So if Ed drafts one of them before me, Ed knows how it's going to work. He'll draft the one, he'll get the other three by default, and then I'll get to draft the same amount of characters that he just picked up to even up the show, so to speak. And that's the way it's going to go. Just to keep that group together. Now, the only way that group wasn't going to stay together is if all four guys were here. I know Powerhouse is here. I know Feck is here. And if they wish to, and I'm going to bring it up because they have that right, if they wish to remove themselves from the group and no longer be a part of that stable, they may do so, but I need to know basically right now. Every time I see that damn name now, all I see is Samoan Godzilla LA. That's what it looked like. Now that I know what it says, it's going to drive me crazy. Oh, man. That's hilarious. So, alright. Ed, I know you're with me. I just want to make sure you're 100% ready to rock and roll. And also know that whichever one of us drafts Butcher Bloodlust, since he is currently the world champion of Outlaw Championship Wrestling, he becomes the main champion of whichever show he goes to. So if I draft him to, because I'll be drafting for the show called Warzone, as you see on your screen right now, he'll automatically become the champion of that show. And Ed's going to be drafting for this one, Storm. So if he drafts him, he automatically becomes the global champion. And to make you guys aware, Storm is going to have the global champion, the international champion, the television champion, and global tag team champions. Warzone will have the world champion, the United States champion, the internet champion, and the world tag team champions. So without further ado, I want to get this started. Ed and I both have the lists broke down and wrote out. And what I'm going to be doing, I'm not going to be doing it like this. I'm not going to be going here and doing this, although I would like to, and saying, okay, this guy's no longer on the show and removing guys. I'm not going to be doing all that. I'm just going to do it after the fact. If you hear my papers, I'm going to be writing down who's going to where. So as I was saying, without further ado, if we're going to do this, and this is where I'm going to do this fair. I want to do this fair. I want to do this legit. Like, this is a legit, honest, fair company. It's a business. And if I had the first pick, there's one obvious pick that I have to make right from the jump. And it's easy. You take the champ. So Butcher Bloodlust is the very first pick of Warzone. So Butcher Bloodlust has now made his way to Warzone and will remain the world champion on that show. That means Ed now has the next two picks. And Ed will be making the picks in the chat, so you guys know. You can see his picks there. And I want to let you guys know right now, if you're in the chat, and as this draft falls, feel free to plead your case to get drafted by one show or the other if you so desire. You know, we've already seen Feck say, oh, I want to get my hands on Lucius. Well, if Lucius goes to, say, Storm right now, Feck can then keep begging to get a part of Storm so he can get his hands on Lucius, and we'll see if Ed finds that worthwhile. Realistically, if it was worth, shall we say, put money in the seat, so to speak. And there you see Ed's taking Brandon Cuevas with his first pick. And that means he's got one more pick. In case I missed it, I don't think I did. No, I did not, thank God. So he gets to make his next choice. And Ed's taking Purity Express. Purity Express is currently the OCW Tag Team Champions, so they will move to Storm and then become the Global Tag Team Champions. Now, since there's only one Tag Team Champion, ladies and gentlemen, if you will, that means to make it, okay, sweet. More the merrier. And I want to say this to anybody who joins the company after this draft, Ed and I are going to flip a coin. So the first person to join, whoever wins the coin toss, they're going to go to that show. Then the next person to join is going to go to the other show. That's how we're going to do it. We got to figure that all out after the draft. But as I was saying, Purity Express becomes the tag team champions on Storm, meaning the tag team titles on Warzone are now technically going to be vacant, since we don't have another tag team champions. So that's how that's going to work as far as that one goes. Alright. What do you mean, can you pick both? Pick both what? I'm not even sure what the heck you're talking about. You're only going to be on one show if that's what you're talking about. We're splitting the roster so guys don't get buried in the shuffle. Alright. Now, for me, I'm going to have to take the next pick. And I'm going to take Baltimore's finest. When Ed took a tag team, I had to take a tag team. I just had to. And I'm going to take Baltimore's finest, and I'm going to be honest about it. I'm taking Baltimore's finest because of Brandon Ace. He's a valuable asset to any company because he's good in tag teams, and he's good in singles competitions. And Michael Carter is a freaking monster. So, yeah. And I want to let everybody know that Duke Whiskey did go out and hire him somebody to run the show known as Storm. Duke Whiskey himself will personally continue to run Warzone. This gentleman that he hired will continue to run Storm. And when Ed found out who it was, he didn't know what to say. Okay, cool. So, if Ed would so desire and wants to tell everybody who was hired, or I'll do it, it don't matter. The man that's in charge, I'll even show you guys. He will be in charge of Storm. He will be your general manager. I'm going to back out of here so I can... Well, that's not where I wanted to go. I will go right here and I will show you guys while we wait for Ed's selection. It's going to be quite the interesting reaction from everybody, I'm sure. There he is. The man you see in the bottom left-hand corner. George L. Prescott is the general manager for Storm. Ed Ritter has selected Kyle freaking Young. There you go. Kyle Young coming off the board. Where the hell is Kyle Young at? Jesus, there he is. Make sure I take him off the list. You got it. The man comes from wealth. He's got all the money he needs, and ICW is growing, so he's going to be able to pump that money into the company and help it out even more. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, now back over to Warzone. Warzone has to find who exactly they want, who exactly they need. So, that being said, I'm really looking over this roster thinking, I want to see who can help this company grow, who won't help this company grow, who can be a quality talent. Like I said, I'm trying to look at it like it's real, and who could really be somebody we could build with if it was legit. So, that being said, I gotta take the man known as Alex Starr. I mean, I really do have to take Alex Starr. He is just awesome. Currently, the women's division, that's a good question. Currently, the women's division is going to be universal, if you will. The women will compete on both shows until we get enough ladies to actually separate them into two shows, and then we'll end up doing a draft for them. I don't know if we're going to go live on the air with that particular draft, or if we're just going to do it behind the scenes, if you will, and then announce it. But right now, I believe we have, I want to say 10 ladies on the roster. I believe that's what it is. I'm trying to look right now to make sure I'm not crazy. Yeah, I believe it is 10. So I want to make sure we get to probably at least 16 would probably be a fair number. So we can at least have 8 ladies on each show. Maybe even 14 would be good. Hell, I might even be happy with 12. So we'll have to see. Yes, Devin Broski. Since Devin Broski's a little new to the company, who knows exactly where he's going to go. But we're going to wait for Ed's pick for Storm right now and see where he goes. Oh, I know, Lucius. I appreciate the help. Because he's buns. Wow. He's buns. But is he? Steen! Ed's taking Devin Broski. Devin Broski has apparently sold himself enough for Ed to say, you know what? Let's give the kid a shot. And that's how you do it, ladies and gentlemen. That's how you do it. You sit there and you make sure people take the freaking notice. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I'm sitting here looking. And I'm going to take Nightmare King just because he's in the chat. And I love the look of his current call. So I'm taking Nightmare King. Suckers! Also, damn it! And I've already been hit up with messages asking me about the possibility of guys being able to move show to show. I do want to move talent around, and they'll probably happen after pay-per-views. Austin Black, we can add him eventually there. NEW, we can do that. I was actually going to ask you about that, as I happened to see that you had him. So, yeah. But yeah, as I was saying though, at the end of pay-per-views or during pay-per-views, Ed and I are going to discuss the exact particulars. Might be 2 guys, 3 guys, who knows. But we're going to figure it out how many guys are going to get moved after each pay-per-view. And then the question is it going to count as a legit trade? Hey, Storm, I'll give you this. Warzone, I'll give you that. Or do we just open up the doors and you can take anybody? We have to come up with the legit particulars for it and how exactly it's going to work to make it fair and fun as possible. So we'll see where we're at. Ed's doing the draft for Storm. Ed's going to help me out kind of behind the scenes with Storm, but I'm still the one who's going to run Storm and air Storm and do the color and the comments and all that good shit on Storm. So yeah, I know you guys are itching to see Ed back on the sticks, if you will, and back on the mic on this channel, and maybe you will eventually. Who knows? We'll have to see. Ed's really considering his pick over there. He's not sure who he wants, I see. Oh boy. Oh, I must have missed it. Yes, Ed took K-Wolf. Alright, yeah, I missed it. That's my fault. K-Wolf coming off the board for Storm. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to look at this list here, and I am going to take the Ku Klux Klans with my pick. Bringing a second tag team to Warzone. Now, back to Ed for his pick. And anybody who's in here right now, I want to thank you guys for being here. I appreciate the love. Appreciate the support. It means a lot, trust me. Did you just call him a crumb bucket? What the hell? Alright. The tag team of War will be moving to Storm. I'm actually kind of glad War is on Storm, because War on Warzone would have been weird. Alex, you've already been selected, buddy. You are on Warzone. Alright, next pick. I'm going to have to take for a Warzone. Wow. Let me see who exactly I should take. I'm taking Lucius West. Lucius West going to Warzone. I love you guys talking shit. It's great. Question is, who's going to take Bruiser, who, or Dallas Spivey? Both guys still on the board. And we're going to have to figure out exactly how Storm's going to crown its global champion, how Warzone's going to crown its tag team champions. The internet and TV titles will be vacant on both shows for now. All this is going to be answered. It's going to be wild. Yeah, I believe, Alex, you were the third pick for Warzone. It was Bloodlust, Baltimore's Finest, and then you. Now we just got to see where Ed goes now. You got Purity Express, Brandon Cuevas, Kyle Young, Devin Brolski, K-Wolf, and War, all currently on Storm. Not a bad roster. In Warzone's currently Bloodlust, Alex Starr, Nightmare King, Lucius West, Baltimore's Finest, and the Ku Klux Clowns. Yes. Ooh, Ed just took the KO King. Which means Feck, King Dominator, and Powerhouse have all just joined the Storm roster. Wow. That means 4 picks now got to come my way to even this up. So, where to go? Holy crap. Alright, I'm taking DOA. That would be pick number 1. I'm going to take Leon Carter, pick number 2. Oh boy. Where to go next? That's 2. Oh, where to go? I'm gonna take Tsunami. We'll take Tsunami since he's a new character to the company. See if we can do something with him. Alright, one more pick for this show. Daniel Dino. That's good. There we go. Crown royalty to Storm. How's it going to feel for Powerhouse having to work for his former manager in a different promotion? That's crazy. He said shit. I love it. Now we're going to see who Ed takes next. I'm going to make a guess. I'm putting my finger on a team or a name here on this page. What's going on, Remnant? And I'm going to see if Ed picks them right now. If he does, God, I'm good. Remnant, so Remnant knows you've already been selected in this draft. You are a part of Storm, my brother. Midnight Freebirds. I was wrong. Midnight Freebirds making their way to Storm. I'm taking JT Knight just because I like that kid's enthusiasm when he's here. Back to Ed. I know who I'm taking with the next pick, and Ed don't take him. And then, like I said, when we're done here, Ed's taking Bruiser Who. Bruiser Who now will be the international champion for Storm. And ladies and gentlemen, that means Spivey by default goes to Warzone and becomes the United States champion. But now the pick goes to Warzone. Who's this? Boondogs tag. What the hell are you talking about? Boondogs tag team. What in the world? Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I'm taking Union Jack. Union Jack making his way to Warzone. Wow. I'm still trying to catch up in the chat room. What the hell? That is a hilarious name. Boondogs Tag Team. Byron Austin going to Storm. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna sit here and take the tag team of American Made. American Made now going to Warzone. How fitting the two war veterans get to go to Warzone. And we've got Adrian Valentine, Chris Atlas, Chris Jordan, Death Row, Grayson Taylor, Keith James, Joey Golden, Rufus Taylor, Tyler Black, Vernon Quinn, and Silver still available in the singles competition. And the Suffering have just been selected by Storm. And I'm going to take Iranian Revolution right now, leaving Blade and Bullet and the Alternative Lifestyle on the tag team division available. And then, like I said, I'll be going into the rosters and moving the people into the shows they belong on. And it's going to take some time for me to really remember and think about who's on each show. I also want to let everybody know I'm probably going to be deleting all the jobbers with doing 2 shows. I'm not going to have no time for jobber shows. Blade and Bullet going to Storm. Ladies and gentlemen, that means Alternative Lifestyle by default now goes to Warzone. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to take Tyler Black for Warzone. Ed, you get the next 2, by the way. Letting you know that now. Question is, where's Ed gonna go? There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. How many now? Let me count them. Adrian Valentine, Chris Atlas, Chris Jordan, Death Row. That's 4. Grayson Taylor's 5. Keith James is 6. Joey Golden 7. Rufus Brown 8. Vernon Quinn 9. And Silver 10. Ed gets to pick the next 2 to even up the rosters. I knew it was going to get out of whack once the tag teams and stuff were filled. So that's cool. And we'll be down to the final 8 talents. Silver and Quinn. Alright, Silver and Vernon Quinn going to Storm. Alright, I'm going to take Joey Golden. names that are left are the ones I anticipated to be left on the board at this particular moment. It's getting very interesting what these rosters are going to look like. Just out of curiosity, those of you that are here and have been drafted, how do you feel so far about the guys you're going to be going up against? Chris Atlas. I'll be honest, Chris Atlas may have been my next pick. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I'm taking Chris Jordan. Kenny Rodriguez, been a while since I've seen you. How we doing? Alright, Adrian Valentine, Death Row, Grayson Taylor, Keith James, Rufus Brown are the final 5 on the board. Who will be picked now? Just might happen. And Kyle, I wanted to mention it to you. Let me know if and when you get the new lookup, because I know you want to take off the Bet Against Us clothing. Alex, if you have any ideas or suggestions for what you would like your ring attire to look like, let me know. If you want to stay in the current garb that you're wearing, you can do that. Just let me know. Keith James, he has been the selection of Warzone. Ladies and gentlemen, Adrian Valentine going to Warzone as he's the next pick. That means it's Death Row, Rufus Brown, and Grayson Taylor. Ed, you may have 2 of those 3. I'll take the last one. Go for it. Take the next 2, whoever you wish. Rufus Brown, Grayson Taylor, and Death Row. Take 2 of the 3. There you go. Yeah, just let me know, and then I'll make sure I delete the current one, download the new one, and put it up. And if I don't get it right away, don't be surprised. I actually have to go inside my image bullshit, and I have to delete some images. Because I'm over the limit. I can't download any more images. I know that, so I got to do that. Ed's going to take Rufus Brown and Grayson, the former High Tide members. Leaving Death Row to go to Warzone. Alright, ladies and gentlemen. Yes and no there, no. I went and looked and saw it, and I'm not sure what the hell it was. It kind of looked, I'm not don't want to be mean, but it looked like, let me see here. I'll let everybody see what I'm talking about. Right here. That, to me, that, I'm not sure what I'm looking at. If this was the guy I was supposed to download, I'm assuming it was. Kind of looks like Roman Reigns. And I'm not, like a scuba gear. I don't know. It was just different. I don't know. Alright, now I gotta go in here and do this. Alright, let's see. This has to be Spivey. Okay, then we want to remove this, remove this. I'm all down for downloading anybody. Gotta let me know what I'm looking for. ECVW. All we ask is people to be around if we download them. Now where am I going? Custom title. And this is going to be the Internet Championship. But it's vacant. So we're just going to do this. And then I'll back out. And now we will take the championship and remove the champion. Simple as that. Okay, championship. Purity Express, back out. Remove the champions. Now these titles are vacant on the Warzone show. Alright, cool deal. Right now all the ladies are on this roster. That's not what I wanted to do at all, you dipshit. Alright, that title's gonna be vacant. Okay. This is going to be the International Championship here. Remove the champion. Make the champion. Why does it not let me do that? I hate when it does that. Alright, you know what? Let me just remove it all together and then re-add it. Bastards. International. This title goes to Bruiser Who. Alright, now here we have to add the Television Championship. Oh, there it is. I'm not even paying attention to what the heck I'm looking for. Jeez. Go back. Remove the champion. Championship. Tag. Boom. There we go. Global Tag Team Championship. There we go. Participants. Sweet. Alright. Okay. Bruiser Who is here. Purity Express. This is the fun part, doing this in this order. Okay, you got Daring Saban, Finch Masters. I already passed Finch. There he is. Brandon Cuevas. Boom. Kyle Young, Devin Broski. There's Broski. Now you'll find Kyle Young. Actually, I'm not putting Kyle Young on there just yet because he's just downloaded a new one. K-Wolf, KO King. There's KO King and K-Wolf. Nice. Feckin' King Dominator. All four right there together. That's great. Powerhouse. Byron Austin. Silver, Vernon Quinn. Well, there's Vernon. I'm probably boring the hell out of you guys doing this. Chris Atlas. Boom. Then we got Keith James, Rufus Brown. There is Rufus Brown. And then we've got Queen Rose automatically going to Storm because she's the manager. And now I need to get Grayson Taylor. Boom. And Prescott. Boom. That's them. Now I gotta make sure I now finish adding the tag teams. I just wanted to get it saved. Alright, Dominator and Eliminator. There's War added to the roster. Now the Midnight Freebirds, Cody Church and Hunter Hawkins. Boom. The Suffering. We've got Agony. Now let's go find Pain. There is Pain. And now Bullet and Blade. There's Blade. There's Bullet. Accept. Accept. Okay. I do thank you guys for being here. I know that. Okay. Now I just got to go here and take the guys off that aren't here. Agony. Like I said, I'm going to get rid of the jobbers. He's not here. He's not here. He's not here. Him's not here. Don't have Austin. Don't have Atlas. Don't have Church. We've got Jordan. We've got Spivey. We've got Dino. Got DOA. Don't have him. Don't have him. Got Death Row. Don't have him. He's not a part of this. Duke, of course, is. Alternative Lifestyle stays. Finch goes. Eliminator goes. He goes. He goes. Go, go, go. Go. K-Wolf, KO King. Fact Dominator. James gone. Kyle Young gone. We've got Leon. We've got Joey. We've got Lucius. We've got Carter. We've got... He goes. She goes. 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 Off. 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 Silver's gone. Tsunami and Tyler Black both here. Vernon Quinn goes. There we go. So there's 6 more. And I'm trying to figure out why. There is 6 more. Okay, I already know 2, 3. Alright, I got you. That's 4, that's 5. Alright, I know why. I still gotta add, Alright, there we go, that works. The fuck? Okay, Billy's gonna be here. Where the hell's Lily? Give me 1 second. Alright, my apologies. I just kept hearing all this bang, 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 bang. I know what the hell was going on. But we figured it out. Alright, there you go, ladies and gentlemen. Going to go over these championships here on Storm and then the roster. Global Championship is vacant. How will the ICW Global Championship be crowned? We'll have to wait and see. Bruiser Who is now the International Champion. The Television Championship is vacant. The Purity Express are the Global Tag Team Champions. And I will add the women's title here as well. Although it sucks because I really can't. I'll figure it out. Alright. Now going to Warzone. The world champion is Butcher Bloodlust. Dallas Spivey is the United States champion. The Internet Championship is vacant. The world tag team titles are vacant. And like I said, I can't add this over there because it says it's already part of a show, which is very irritating. So I'll figure out a way around it. Alright, now, what I plan on doing is taking these logos and putting them on the ring. And I want to see if I can actually do it right now, actually. I want to see if I can duplicate a ring. I've never actually tried this. Some of you guys might know what the heck I'm talking about before I actually do it. As if I can. I'm going to duplicate the arena twice. You think what championship? It's not what I wanted to do. I hit edit by mistake. Damn it. But for those of you that are new, right here's what we're doing all this drafting for. International Championship Wrestling. Now I'm going to take the security walls and I'm probably going to edit them. Well, Ed and I talked about the possibility of doing that. I was kind of going to go with like the little pyramid structure where we only had one top title being the quote-unquote World Championship, and the World Champion can be on both shows. But at the same time, we thought against it. This way, our fear of having titles quote-unquote travel is simple. That, again, will possibly bury talent, so to speak. So if the champions on show A are moving to show B, they're taking a match spot from guys on show B who could use it and deserve it and have earned it. Where if guys on show B come to show A, it's the same thing. So we just want to kind of make it still International Championship Wrestling, 2 shows, but it's almost going to be run like it's 2 completely different companies. I forget who I mentioned that to. They said, well, why don't I rename the other show instead of calling them Warzone and Storm? Why don't we just call it International Championship Wrestling and then the other one be a completely different name? Because I'm not going with that. I'm trying to appease everybody is where this is going. Because some of you are old school, all elite, what's going on? Some of you guys are old school from the golden era, such as myself. I am a die-hard NWA wrestling fan from back in the day. I'm not 100% sold on the current NWA power, and I stretched the R out since there's 17 of them on the end of the power. I am NWA fan from the 80s. Big time. That being said, I respect a lot of that goes on today, and I love what NWA Power, being a dick, is trying to do. So it's awesome. I love how they brought back the television title. Thank you. But some of you guys are new school. I always take shots at the flippy wrestlers, as I call them, and the ballerina wrestlers. But some of you guys love that. That's what you grew up with. That's what you like. Some of you are, like Ed and I had this conversation before we went live. Orange Cassidy is so over with people, it's unreal, and I find it disgusting. I believe Orange Cassidy is a joke. I believe Orange Cassidy is a big freaking disgrace to the wrestling business. If you want to know how I feel about Orange Cassidy, listen to Jim Cornette. Him and I are on the exact same page. But at the same time, it is what wrestling is today for the most part, and it's very sad. But to those of you who grew up with this wrestling, you don't have no clue what the hell I'm talking about and think I'm a dickhead for saying what I'm saying. And that's what I'm trying to do here with International Championship Wrestling. I'm trying to give us an old school flair with the new school flair. I'm trying to bring them all together into one. So hoping every time you guys turn this on, you're like, that's what I love about this show. And every one of you can say it for one reason or another because it pertained to you. You know, oh, I like it because that's how it was for me. You know, that's what I'm hoping you guys think. That's what I'm hoping you guys see, you know, when you tune in. And that's what I really want to get across when I do these shows. I try my best to bring you guys fun, and I hope you enjoy what we do here on the SLS Gaming Network channel. I really do. And if you don't, I want to know why. I want to know what we can do to help you out. This is the one I'm going to go with because this is old school. I'm going to make this thing black. And then I'm going to put the images on it. Putting it on the side. This way you can see it in the background. So in case you tune in and for some reason you don't know what show you're watching, you'll look at it and be like, oh yeah, that one. Yeah, I just gotta find the damn thing. There it is, apply. We'll just have to take up the whole dang on thing. There you go. Accept. Accept. And now what I will do is I will go arena name ICW Warzone. Pow. Beautiful. Boom. Kills on duty. Hey, I appreciate it, man. Greatly do appreciate it. I appreciate all the love we get from anybody, no matter where it comes. Mr. P. Been a hot minute since we saw Mr. P. Mr. P's been on some of our shows in the past. Maybe he will be again. Like I said, with us splitting up the roster, there's only 16 guys, you know, on each show as far as singles competition. So both can obviously use the talent. Alright, let me just call this one ICW Storm a while. Ringside, cloth, color, accept. Alright, edge jumping off of here, ladies and gentlemen, which I'll be doing here momentarily. Just want to finish this up. Was it SA? I always forget what that stands for. That's why I don't like saying it, because I'm a dickbag. So we'll just say Mythic. I'm so bad with names, it's unreal. Some of the people I work with tell me I'm losing my short-term memory. And I'm like, really? So, yeah. But I will tell you guys this. If you are not part of our roster, and you have not been a part of our roster, here's what I want you to do. Leave a comment after the show, which will be ending here momentarily, with the hashtag to your character. Or hit me up on Skype, Twitter, join our Facebook group. Twitter, it's at SL Studios _ you see it at the bottom of your screen, or you can go to Facebook and search SLS Gaming Network, or if you're on Skype, you can find me there at JokerPock32. Gee, I should already know that. Let me know. Hey, I'm not on your roster. I want to be a part of your roster. Now, here's our rules to be a part of this company. You do not, and I repeat, do not have to attend live events. We go live as often as we can. You do not have to be at live events. I'm saying that again. All we ask is that you do watch the shows. Watch them on your time. If you end up getting 2, 3, 4 shows behind, I don't care. It's cool. It's just that when you watch a show, just please leave a comment after the show saying, hey, great show, saw the show, that show sucked, I like what so-and-so did to so-and-so, whatever it is, to let me know you were there, you've seen it. I've also asked all of you who come to the shows live, when the show ends, refresh the page and leave a comment. I don't get that mess from many of you. So I'm hoping we can get that happening. It's just, I don't know, it's just important for me to see guys making comments for some reason. So that being said, that's all I ask you guys to do. If you can't make a live show, just let me know you were there. Let me know you were involved. And don't be afraid to toss ideas, angles, storylines at me. But don't get mad and upset in your panties in a bunch if I don't use them. Now that the rosters have been decided and this company's ready to go, I will take tonight until I go to bed because I get up at work at 3 o'clock every morning. So if I go to bed right now, I'll have less than 7 hours of sleep. And my wife's not even home. So chances are I'll wait for her to get home. I'll spend time with her. And I won't go to bed till 10, 11 o'clock. So I'll get very little sleep. But while I'm just hanging out with my wife and kids here this evening, I'll be plotting the next stage of both shows. Where we're going, what needs to be done, how to crown the global champion, how to crown the internet champion, how to crown the television champion, and how to crown the world tag team champions. All that stuff's going to be going through my head, and as I begin to build the angles and the storylines for each show, now that we know who is going to be able to face who. And like I said, at the bottom you'll see it say ocwzone.weebly.com. That will soon say ICW, and there will be an ICW link there. On that page or website, you're going to find 2 pages, one dedicated to Warzone, one dedicated to Storm, so you know who's on which rosters and who the champions are on each show and all that stuff. So, as soon as I free up some image space, Kyle, I will be downloading your guys, so please leave them up, and I'll just grab the most recent. So, alright, draft's been done, ladies and gentlemen. We now know who is on which shows, and I will go over those rosters one quick time before I end this. On Storm, your global championship is vacant. Your international champion is Bruiser Who. The television title is vacant. Your tag team champions are the Purity Express, and the roster consists of Brandon Cuevas, Kyle Young, Devin Brofsky, K-Wolf, KO King, Feck, King Dominator, Royal Powerhouse, Byron Austin, Silver, Vernon Quinn, Chris Atlas, Keith James, Rufus Brown, Grayson Taylor, and your tag team division to go along with the current global tag team champions of the Purity Express are War, the Midnight Freebirds, The Suffering, and Blade and Bullet. Over to Warzone. The world champion is Butcher. Bloodlust. The United States champion is Dallas Spivey. The internet championship is vacant, and the world tag team titles are vacant. No roster consists of Alex Dar, Nightmare King, Lucius West, DOA, Leon Carter, Tsunami, Daniel Dino, JT Knight, Union Jack, Tyler Black, Loverboy, Joey Golden, General Article, Chris Jordan, Adrian Valentine, Death Row. In the tag team division consists of the Baltimore's finest, Ku Klux Clowns, American Made, Iranian Revolution, and Alternative Lifestyle. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Get your friends here if you can, if you haven't already. We have the room. So that's what we're going to do. I'm going to hit this character up, see if I can find him. I'm going to do it now while I'm talking to you. But I'm going to end this here momentarily. It said ECVW. Okay. I'm trying to remember who said that. Who said that to me already? Sheesh. Tech 9. That's what it is. Alright, I can actually download him. So we'll have to figure out what show Tech 9 will go on. So, alright, ladies and gentlemen, thank you. As far as the first show goes for these 2 brands, as you guys will probably refer to them, remains to be seen. I hope to know as soon as possible, possibly by tomorrow, I'll let you guys know what's going on. Until then, y'all take care, be safe. Love you all for being here. Have fun. Until next time, I'll see y'all in the ring. And this is the SLS Gaming Network. We out of here. Later.